I see is that the user interface is very good. I see, it's a nice interface that has ease of use, drag and drop and so forth. It looks like it has the basic components of what an organization would want to use, right? You're capturing text information, you're capturing emails, project-based information, all the things that would really encompass, some collaborative work activity that an organization would do. So that's really important to do that. Had over 100 different organizations having to come together using the same plan, basically having a similar task and deliverables over a specific time frame, and also providing status to the appropriate people. So it met the need for us. And what we found is that there's a pretty significant amount of time savings in doing that. Rather than creating the templates and all the collateral that you needed manually, using a system and then actually statusing out of that system was very beneficial. One tool that we can basically share across the organization and enterprise and say, here are all the functions and features. So you have people sit in that tool throughout the entire day, to collaborate. Not going in and out, but they actually use that as their main collaboration tool. That rallies a large organization, multiple organizations together, for a common cause, right? Use cases. If you can show, demonstrate that, hey, like if I'm in finance and this is going to help me with my quarter end, month end closing, and here are some steps you can take, and here's how easy it is, then that would be very beneficial. If I'm running a project, a system integration project, that would be very beneficial too, to see how that all fits together. So you have to kind of develop these use cases for these sweet spots of users that are your target audiences that demonstrate that value and show them in the mind shift that this is the one tool that you want to go to. Or multiple organizations within a company itself, as I mentioned, that has to focus on something. A good example might be a new product introduction. I've managed NPIs as they went out. And if you think about all the different teams that have to do that, right? They have to come together, the marketing teams, the development teams, all the support teams, the sales teams, and et cetera. They have to come together, to really understand what's going on, the schedules, the milestones, what functions and features are available for them to sell and to support and so forth. So having a tool like that would be very beneficial. Where everyone can see on an ongoing basis, the progress of how you're moving along for a new product introduction. That would be an example where you have to rally the entire company, right, and getting that information concise to them with very accurate status too. To do that through email, to do that through sending decks around and stuff like that is very laborious. I mean, that's old school. If they have something they can just get into and see that and share the information, that becomes very valuable. I find is like for new product introductions is there is a lot of documentation required. There's support documents, there's sales documents, right, that the different team members need and so forth. So having a place that you can go to, a one-stop shop, where you can actually get those documents to help sell, to help support, or whatever you're actually doing within the life cycle of this, it definitely becomes valuable too. It could be a large system integration project too. It could be like a large Oracle ERP implementation across the company that affects a lot of people. Things that involve all of the design, the development, the testing, and the rollout and support. It could also involve change management. If you think about change management, how do you get people to change? Well, there's a couple ways. First, you have to assess the impact of the change. Here's what I'm doing today. Here's what I'm doing tomorrow. Documenting that so people understand what that really is about. Understand what that impact's going to be. How do you actually take that and get stakeholder alignment? How do you get the people at the very top to align with that project itself? So there's collateral that's needed for that, right? There's use cases that are used for that type of thing. How do you communicate effectively across the organizations and getting them involved in that? This tool would be very, very effective in doing that.